yet. Today is Tuesday, June 24th, 2024. It's day 2 of a heat wave. It was 81 degrees before 8 o'clock as we were driving in. We're at the Black Cap trailhead. And actually we're going to start our day with a bushwhack up Hurricane Mountain, which is across the street. It's on the 500 highest. I think it's number 415. And then we're going to come out and do some trails around Black Cap and hopefully be done early. Go down to the Swift River along the Kank and have a swim somewhere. Kind of get in before it's 100 degrees. So we're going to head to the left here and cut in on an old forest road. Okay, so we ducked in. Ooh, big spider web. What is in it? A beetle. I don't see the spider. I'm gonna duck. Did I mess it up? A little bit. I felt it on my arm.
Not completely.
Okay, so sorry. As we set off, almost immediately across the street, walked down just a little bit. We cut in on a forest road. It was kind of hard to see from the Hurricane Mountain Road. It had a little bit of blowdown, but almost immediately you got on it. It was a wide road. And where the road kind of petered out, we're on a herd path now that's like totally easy to follow. It has cairns. So it's not really a bushwhack. It's more like just a herd path, at least so far. And we should be almost there. This is a boundary. Whew. It is hot. It's supposed to be about 100 degrees, I think. There's a cairn. Maybe more like 90 up here in the whites, but oh my goodness. All right, so this is going to be short and sweet and easy, I believe, for Hurricane Mountain. This is where the summit canister would be tied onto the handle. It's been missing for a few years, and maybe it has never had a canister, I don't know. So this is the summit. It's actually lower than that tree in this little area, and there's a teapot hanging here, or actually it's a part of a coffee percolator, I think. Okay, so that took less than 20 minutes. The top is kind of wide open and you lose the herd path, but it doesn't really matter, and then you get it back. All right, Hurricane Mountain. Yay. Okay, we're back at the trailhead. We just watered up again. That was about 1.25 miles to go up Hurricane. Oh, look at that, place to clean your boots. Okay, we're gonna go to Mount Cranmore first and then up to Black Cap.
Clean your boots off, don't forget.
I'll do that on the way out.
Okay, let's clean it.
And then, so that would be the blue, come down here, go out to Cranmore, come back, and then go up to this outer loop. And then if we're feeling inclined, we're gonna go out this part of the connector, Black Cap connector, and come back, because that will leave us like a more manageable kind of loop hike on the other side. But it's so hot, it's so humid. That would add 3 miles and 700 feet of gain. So we'll have to see how we feel. But it's still early, but man, it's over 80 for sure. It was 81 as we were driving in. So there is a breeze today, which is way nicer than it was yesterday. But we'll see. And there are 3 other cars here. They all have bicycle racks on them. So I think there's a lot of bike trails up here. Maybe they're not even hiking. We shall see. All right, first stop, Cranmore Mountain. We just finished Cranmore Mountain Trail, or Cranmore Trail. It comes right down here. This is a cell phone tower. And then we're on a road we're gonna head back that way to get to Black Cap, but I think we're...
Go this way.
Really? Yeah. Okay. We're on a road. We're gonna take the road out to like see if there's views at Cranmore. I mean, it's a ski area, so there should be. Let's go figure it out. We're up on Cranmore now. They have the lift running over here. I'm not really sure why. I don't see any people on it. This is North Mountain. And then, oops, if I come around, we've got, we use one pole. Sorry about that. Oh, my poles are all stuck together. Okay. This is North Moat. This is Red Ridge. Middle Moat is visible if I move over. White Horse Ledge, Cathedral Ledge, Kerrigan over here, and then you move over. This is Washington in a cloud, and we have Kerrigan, Lowell, Nancy, and between those is Lafayette. Let's see if I can. You see it? There it is. All right. Hazy. Nice breeze up here. And whoops, my finger was in there. All right, so we're gonna head back. This is a better look at. This is Middle Moat Mountain right there. Where Kearsarge North is from here. Maybe right in here, because you get an excellent view of Kearsarge North as you come down Red Ridge. Okay, we're gonna head back up to Black Cap, check out the views from there. We're about halfway back along the Cranmore Trail, and it is generally climbing, but really gently, kind of along a ridge. And it's all this kind of mixed hardwoods. So we're in the shade. I just checked the weather. It's 91 and feels like 99. I am just sweating, but I think we'll be okay. It's a short hike. We're gonna go up to Black Cap, which is just a couple tenths from the trail intersection. And then I think we've decided that we're gonna go out and do that little tail that I wanted to get done of the Black Cap connector. We'll just take our time. And then after that, I think we're gonna head towards the Kank and find some place to swim in the Swift River and have lunch, and maybe do that 0.6 or whatever it is, super short interpretive trail, rail to trail, right? Rail to, I can't remember now. It's at the homestead down there on the Kank. So we keep putting it off. Maybe we'll do it today. Oh my goodness, have not seen any other hikers, because only a glutton for punishment would be out today. Or a gritter, and we're not on a 4,000 footer, so there you have it. We're entering the ledgy area now on Black Cap. The first little ledge down here had a view to Kearsarge North, which is right through the trees there. And I can see the moats over here. But things have grown in and it's really hazy. There's the presidentials with the clouds still hanging on Washington. Oh, but Adams and Madison are clear. Whew, that breeze is good. There was no breeze coming up there. All right, so onward and upward. We're steadily climbing on these open ledges now. Lots of views to all kinds of things. Tri-Pyramids, whoops, and Sandwich Range are out in the distance here. Chicorowa is right, I climbed a little bit, so now it's getting blocked. Is right behind that tree. These are the moats right across the street here. Oh boy. Kerrigan. There's that Tremont, the Hancocks. It is quite hazy. Got Kearsarge North. Behind that, the Northern Presidentials. I didn't zoom in, but I do have pictures of them. Washington is still in a cloud, and Adams looks like a cloud is starting to form on it. Jeff and Madison is clear. Let me zoom in. It's really kind of hard to see, but they're there. And then over this way is the Bald Faces, and believe it or not, Mount Moriah way out between the pointy one and North Bald Face. I'm not sure what that pointy one is. Sable Mountain, I think. This is Eastman, kind of closer to us, with a rounded top. And then Old Speck and Goose Eye. I'll zoom in for that. Right there. And we're continuing up this way. Thank goodness for a breeze. Coming down off the summit now, we just found a deceased Luna moth. I flipped him over. His abdomen is all eaten away, but that's always a cool thing to find, huh? Very neat. All right, we've made it down to as far as we're going on Blackcap Connector Trail today, which is the junction with Mason Brook Trail. There's a sign over here. Oh, boy. Mason Brook Trail is not in the White Mountain Guide, so we don't need to do that, but it is part of this Green Hills. So I think we can use it to make a loop. So we're gonna head back up. This was mostly downhill and also kind of gently rolling, but it's in terrible shape. Like, this trail looks like something, like a big piece of machinery came in and tore it all up. It just looks terrible. And it can be used by bicyclists, and I think it would be a terrible trail to ride. But that's just me. I know somebody who was out here a couple weeks ago when we had all the rain, and it was like a big flooded mess. But now it's just like terrible. So, to me, this is a one and done. Don't need to come out here. Same thing with Cranmore. I mean, Blackcap itself was very nice and very short. That's a nice hike, especially for like families with young kids or people who don't really hike. And it would be amazing, like in the fall, if it were crisp and clear instead of hot and hazy like it was today. So there is a trail that way, but that is not in the system. Not in the White Mountain Guide. It actually says trail right there too. The other end of it looked like an abandoned trail. All right, heading uphill. I'm gonna have a drink before we start really moving up. We're back on Blackcap Trail, and what can I say? We took Blackcap Connector out quite a ways, and that trail was in terrible shape. Coming back, the connector was in excellent shape, where it loops with Blackcap. So that was really nice. And then Cranmore Trail was kind of boring. I mean, none of these trails is particularly interesting. You can see this is the bottom, like not the bottom, but this is only like 7/10 from here to the car, and it's all kind of on wide old road. There's passes through a logged area. It's not very interesting. But Blackcap was really nice, and it's a lot of bang for your buck on a clear day, I'm sure. So I would definitely do that again, but I don't need to come out and do Cranmore again. This is the junction with Cranmore I'm coming up to. Or the connector. So, I don't know. It's kind of a blah hike, with the exception of Blackcap. We didn't see anyone today, although there are, I think, 2 people behind us that just came off of Blackcap. And our hike should end up being about 7.8 miles, I think. And I believe a little under 2,000 feet of gain. So, really looking forward to some cool water to go lay in. So our original plan was to go down to the Kank and swim. But as we were driving by on 302, I saw people parking in here and going in with like bathing suits. This is called, oh, it's not focusing now, Thorn Pond. And it is right near Attitash, which is over here, the ski area. So I don't know if they're swimming at the pond or at Saco River, or maybe nobody's swimming, but they had bathing suits and stuff. So that's our plan. We're going to go down there and eat lunch. It's 97 degrees out right now. It felt great to be in the air conditioning, but as soon as we turned off the car, it's like sweltering. So I'm looking forward to a swim. I'd like to swim in a pond, but because it won't be quite as cold as the Saco River. But either one would be good. So hot. Let's go check it out. The trail we took out comes out right here, and there's actually a chair up there in the shade where you could sit. We're sitting in the shade having our lunch. We just finished. There's all this, I don't know, like alluvial deposit from the Saco River here. Let me stand up. Oh boy, getting old. The river is right over here, and there are a bunch of people here and dogs, so we're gonna go over there and hopefully have a nice dip. Would have eaten over there, but I wanted to be in the shade because it is super hot. So let's go check it out. The pond, Thorn Pond, was a nice pond. It had access to it. Maybe you could swim in it, maybe not. There was a beaver lodge kind of on the other side, and there was a deceased beaver on the side that we walked by. Smelled horrific. Mm-hmm. So it just kind of seemed like not a large enough pond to swim in. I mean, it was a good size, but it wasn't like Christine Lake, which had like white caps on it from the wind. This looked like it didn't get over 6 feet deep. I don't know. So we're gonna go check out the Saco right over there. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, we are in the Saco River. It is awesome. I'm standing up now, and it's neck deep. Looking down at Bartlett Haystack and Mount Tremont, that direction.
It might be a couple tenths of a mile to get here.
Yeah, it was like 2/10 on the map. And then I think that pool down there is a little more gentle. There's people down there in tubes and little kids. Oh man, it feels so good. It's not cold at all. Awesome. And then across the street is Attitash. Oh, so good. Now we know. I mean, it's not like stopping on the kink and just walking 10 feet and jumping in, but wow, it's deep and it's lovely. Okay, Saco River at Thorn Pond in Bartlett. What a great ending to a day.